So we're just kind of on the river in Bristol, so pretty central, really nice location, close to all kind of the bars and shops, and yeah, lots of cool things. It's a beautiful day today in Bristol, so yeah, enjoying.
Awesome. I will be visiting Bristol for the first time in my life soon.
You never have been?
No, I've never been in Bristol. I've heard a lot about the city, so I'm really happy to see it for the first time.
Yeah, it's a cool place. There's always lots going on. Yeah, lots of different pods of different areas for different types of people, and depending on what you're into.
There's a really good mix of restaurants, bars, and everything as well. So obviously, Umbraco Spark will be amazing, I'm sure, as it was last year. But there's amazing stuff to do before and after as well. Did I hear a rumor that there's a bar/brewery booked?
Yeah, so for the social in the evening, we'll be heading over to the Left-Handed Giant Brewery. It's pretty new. I think they opened up probably beginning of last year or mid last year, and it's right on the river. It's got a really cool open area space, and we've booked one of the floors there, and they specialise in craft beer, and also they've got some good pizzas. So yeah, the plan is to head there after the conference. And just yeah,
we are talking about conference, but obviously you are one of the person behind the Umbraco Spark, and you've been busy for a long time preparing the second edition of the conference, at which we will be having pleasure to present stuff and across such a great lineup here. It's a really big pleasure to went to the event. So yeah, we've been discussing before going live that the lineup is complete. The schedule is under development right now. Do you have any other interesting information? Because it's almost exactly 1 month to the conference. You are all set up. Everything is ready. Are there any tickets left?
There are tickets left. If you haven't got your ticket already, make sure you go onto the website now and buy your ticket. We've got a couple of weeks left of selling the ticket, so make sure you buy your ticket soon, because obviously we're ordering the notebooks and the t-shirts. So if you want to make sure you get one of those, then definitely get your ticket today. But yeah, we've been busy. Obviously, 1 month today to the conference. We've had a little more time this year to prepare for the event. But it still feels a little bit scary. There's a lot to organise in a month's time. Obviously, small tickets to sell. So there's lots of work going on in different areas. We've had some really great feedback last year from those who came to Spark. So we're just making sure we adapt things this year to ensure we iron out all those niggles. But yeah, we've been down to the venue last week just to make sure everything kind of is set up how we want it for the day. We've also been chatting to John Skeet quite a lot this week. There's going to be a book signing for John Skeet on the day. So we're just sorting out kind of the plan for that. But there'll be an opportunity for anyone who's got a book already by John Skeet to get that signed. That will also be selling the C# in-depth books on the day, and there's also 10 free books to give away. And there'll also be a discount as well that you can take away from the event to buy your book afterwards.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse to not get a signed book by John Skeet.
Exactly. But yeah, so no, it's all really exciting. Everyone in the office is kind of putting together, doing a lot in terms of the artwork and putting the program together. And ordering all the conference materials.
Community questions about it as well, right?
We thought, there's lots of different opinions in the office here, so we thought let's open it up to the community. And luckily, the one, the black with the small logo, that one won, so we're happy with that. So that's what we're going with.
Was that your preference?
Yeah, the small logo. It just looked quite smart with the new colour this year.
I completely agree. The Spark notebooks from last year are legendary. People were like, "Oh, where did you get that?" They are really, really nice, high quality notebooks, and I totally agree that the smaller logo looks better, and the black looks quite slick.
Yeah, we had people asking for them like 2 months after the conference. Same with the t-shirts. So definitely going to order more this year, so just in case that happens.
I think Steve said that he might try and put like an online store up so people can go and buy them.
Yeah, that's the plan. If we've got many left over, then we'll try and get some on the shop so you can get your extra ones.
I remember a lot of chats about Umbraco store or warehouse where you can order the outdated or legacy Umbraco t-shirts. And as we all are organizers of the events, we know that usually there's a lot of stuff ordered, a lot of stuff left sometimes, and it would be awesome to see something like that. So just an idea, once again, highlighted to reuse it. Cool, that's great. So you seem to be really prepared, and we all know how it is. We all know how it's never enough time.
It's good fun, and we pulled it together last year, and we've got no doubt we're going to make it even better this year. So we're all really excited.
Yeah, cool. And the lineup looks fantastic. There's some really good talks. It's going to be probably pretty difficult to work out which sessions to go to, I think.
Yeah, I think that was the challenge for us. Obviously, we had so many good talks submitted, and just choosing those and making sure there's going to be a mixture of like shorter and some longer talks, but it gives people to move around in different rooms depending on what they want to listen to. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting day.
Yeah. I think if we are speaking about lineup and presentations there, during this week we've seen some of the teasers and information being shared from various community members about stuff which will be demoed or officially launched on Spark. And we are talking right now here about uMarketingSuite from Perplex. We've seen some new screenshots, new demos, plus conversations about how it is easy to integrate with existing tools and Umbraco itself, because the Perplex started some demos and first initial integrations with some agencies. And besides this amazing test outputs, we also seen, for example, how uMarketingSuite works with Vendr, which is yet another new revelation or new implementation of the tools used for Umbraco, which is the e-commerce tools, of course, here. And it's great to see how it all works together. And at least our team cannot wait to see it in action.
I think both of those sessions at Spark, the Vendr session and the uMarketingSuite session, are going to be very popular and mind-blowing. I know that when Jeffrey spoke at the UK festival and the Dutch festival about what they wanted to do with uMarketingSuite, everyone came out of that talk really excited. And we know that they do amazing work already. So this has potential to be massive. I really can't wait to see this.
Yeah. Same here, and also Matt shared some output from early Vendr testers and some new features being planned. Both tools are just probably one of the best examples how to plan and release and extend Umbraco with some custom products, which are commercial products at the end, and extending Umbraco in a way how a lot of companies and clients are dreaming about. So yeah, great examples, and I cannot wait to see those talks, to be honest. But we can also talk about other events. Callum, you've mentioned some of the meetups which are going to happen. At some of them we will be able to see more.
With, because we're talking about Spark a bit, and we're talking about Bristol. Maybe worth having a little chat about the Umbraco Bristol meetup, which I believe actually in January it was its 10th birthday. So it's been going 10 years since Lee Kelleher and a bunch of others just met up for a beer in a pub, and it's kind of grown and kept going. I know that Gibe over the past few years have really stepped up and helped organize events, but there's going to be a birthday bash, I believe, next week or the week after, on the 21st, somewhere in Bristol. Everyone have a beer and celebrate Umbraco Bristol being 10, which is quite nice.
That's really good.
We'll mention it, of course, in the next episode as well. To just remind, maybe we'll have some more details and URL to the event to sign up.
I'm slightly frustrated because I'm from Bristol, and I've been involved in the Umbraco Bristol community. In fact, my first ever Umbraco talk was at an UmBristol meetup. So it's like a little family for me, and it clashes with the meetup that I organize in London. So
just too many meetups. Too many meetups.
If you've organised it, you kind of have to go.
Yeah.
But so there will be also the London meetup then, and we have first Glasgow meetup of the year, also scheduled for February 18th, if I'm correct. I'm just opening the link to see. Yeah, February 18th. Plus, Umbraco Minneapolis group is kicking off with the meetup on the next day, on February 19th. So yeah, too many meetups again to attend all of them. Callum, you're not attending all of them right now, right?
Maybe this year, but not this month.
Yeah, still some new groups to discover. Cool. So that's the events. Hopefully we didn't miss any events on the map ahead. We will of course link all of them in the video description. And Callum, during this week we also had some script articles being shared, which were I'm just
first week of the month means the script release, and we have Purnima, who's written about using hardcore to power an Alexa skill. It's a talk that she did at the UK Fest and the Poland Festival as well, but not with hardcore. So this is really interesting and a fantastic use of hardcore. Actually, it's exactly what it's designed to do. Really detailed post, really good work.
Yep. And the second, with some code examples and basically walk through how to set up Alexa skill and hardcore to work together with communicating to each other. And second is about tabs and groups, and it's very interesting article, which is an output of a never-ending discussion about the tabs and its needs in the back office, and the change which was introduced in Umbraco V8. And it's great to see the story, because last week we've mentioned the release of the package from Soren, which is the extension of Cultive's Tabify package. And during this read, we can see what was the motivation behind it, how it was developed, and how to make it ourselves, and how to integrate it with some other projects. Great article for everyone who still cannot get used to not having tabs in Umbraco back office. Yeah, great article, and big high five for this work being shared via script. So yeah, that's the great set of articles and releases. Do we have any releases besides, of course, those teasers and informations from the?
A couple of little things. There was a package for Umbraco 7, I think, called member group list or something.
Oh yeah, from Robert Foster. Yep. Yeah,
from Robert Foster, which I haven't actually used, but does look quite cool. Now I've seen it this week, so it gives you a way to add more advanced function, like filter functionality to the membership. It'd be really cool to see this migrated over to V8 as well at some point. But yes, for V7 right now, looks pretty nice. There was a bit of discussion this week about a core project and what happens to something like membership. And yeah, maybe this is a good opportunity to say, oh, we need more advanced filtering and options for membership too.
You're referring to threads and polls started by Arek about the direction of the core in Umbraco, and I really like the output of the whole discussion, because a lot of people shared their concerns, doubts, and everything else around the everything what is in Umbraco ecosystem. And I know that there is an output from this discussion in some feedback being shared across the core team members, which is awesome. And for me personally, it was good to see that the team members were also referring to the issues being raised there, and it translated directly to the discussions on GitHub, which can only make the Umbraco better at the end of the result.
I know that Steve, who obviously you work with, Catherine, was he was really active in that, and actually it was fantastic to see that he was very receptive to a lot of the feedback and saying, okay, yeah, we can communicate better and we can be more open. And he did mention that that Bjarke will be talking at Spark, of course, about the .NET Core project and the work that they were doing last week as well. So again, that will be a great opportunity, probably the first opportunity of the year to actually hear from the team about the kind of stuff that they're working on.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe you, Catherine, have more information from Steve than how the project is evolving and how it's ongoing. And it's probably great to see it as a company as well, to be involved from the inside, and be able to help Umbraco in growing in this area.
I saw
awesome.
that.
Yep, Callum.
I said I saw that Steve brought a massive Lego rocket back from Denmark. So I hope that wasn't like the only output of the trip.
Probably would. You never know. I haven't been looking up to it.
But if we are talking about output from this trip, and maybe not only this trip, Jesper from the package team, another team, shared some news recently about the pull request done by Dave. About counting down or exposing the number of downloads of specific packages, and it can relate to the package releases which we were talking earlier. And also I've shared the response there that maybe you can also update the listing items about the top, maybe not top, the combination of both numbers to just have a single number reflected for the package or users who wants to download something specific on the listing. It's going in the right direction. I remember a lot of discussions about packages and statistics for package creators, and not only about the downloads and everything else. And I've also seen some package creators already bragging about specific numbers and this, because it's not directly seen, and no one is refreshing the NuGet package site every day to see how the package is progressing. So it's great to see this number exposed. And that's from the package releases section, and we have some articles at the end of our list to share. And Callum, we can start from accessibility one. Did you read this article?
Yeah, this missed the umbraCoffee boat last week.
Yes, yes.
It was from Friday last week, where Rachel Breeze wrote up a review of what's happened in the past 12 months with the accessibility team. And yeah, it's absolutely mind-blowing the kind of stuff that they've been working on and they've done, and how a lot of this stuff's made a real difference. The thing that I took away most from this was, it might think about accessibility as something that, it doesn't really affect me. If you're perfectly if you don't use a screen reader or don't have difficulty using a browser, then yeah, you may not experience these things. But the adding a few tags to the back office to make sure you can actually navigate successfully with the keyboard is a huge improvement for everyone, because it makes easier to tab about back office, use it, whether you're a user or you're a developer or anything. So it's just making the product slicker over the whole.
Yeah, I think the number of times we mentioned the accessibility team this year is also saying about the direction where Umbraco as a project is going, thanks to the team efforts here. And once again, it's great to see the output of it and summary of the year with work there. And we are all looking forward for more improvements in Umbraco, even if we are not, as you've said, we are maybe not be directly connected to it. We cannot see everything of that. But I remember my pull request about specific tags and areas in one of the navigation items. Small things can make big efforts, and that's great to see in the work items of this team. So big high five again. And about five Umbraco tips also being shared by Jonathan. Top 5 Umbraco tips I wish I knew when starting out. Great summary and great combination of the small things again. And I'm still amazed how not so many people know about image cropper, for example, and where it's not used when it should be for. And I've seen one of the implementations recently where clients and editors were uploading 10 sizes of images to the folder because they want to pick them in the specific website locations where it can be all done here. So it's worth to remind all the time that things like that exist, and we should all use them.
This is a lovely segue onto the final article that we have, which is about documentation.
Yep.
So the documentation team have been doing amazing work over the past 2 and a bit years now, I think, and they are now recruiting for an intern. I'm a little confused at what they mean by intern, because it means it's like, I think it's a temporary position on their team,
which might be evolved maybe or extended at some point, but it looks like a full-time role for me. Even if it's an internship, it's a requirement to have a full-time dedication for helping documentation team deliver more work and more quality work.
Yeah, for sure. And the team hasn't really changed over the 2 years that they've been going, and they've been doing some really good work with getting the docs up to scratch. I know a few people have said in the past few weeks actually that it's looking really, really good. But maybe getting a fresh pair of eyes involved would be awesome. Having someone that's maybe new to Umbraco or coming from not a developer's background to actually help out would be cool. And I think you have until the 21st of February or 22nd of February to apply through the link, which will be somewhere there.
And we will, of course, remind about it in the next umbraCoffees as well.
Yeah.
And last article, which was lost on my list, is about karma. And we also forgot to mention that earlier in the past umbraCoffees, if I'm correct. But great article from Mark Goodson about the whole gamification and everything on our Umbraco, and some mysteries described and solved here. And then once again, great article. Mark is known from writing articles which are not only contentful, but they're also full of
very funny,
full of humor and everything behind it. So yeah, we will attach this article to the list of things being shared during this week.
Yeah.
And that's all from the list of things. So yeah, a lot of things that are going on in Umbraco industry and Umbraco ecosystem, and more of them will be done and completed and demoed soon, which is amazing. Do you want to add anything else? Did we miss something? I don't know. Hopefully not.
Did we? Just get your Umbraco Spark tickets. It would be cool.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to do a number.
You're gonna. So there'll be a live umbraCoffee session on the day. There's obviously going to be 2 tracks of talks. There'll be free lunch, free tea, coffee, all included. Check out the lineup. Obviously, your chance to meet John Skeet and get your book signed by him. Get a new book if you haven't already got one. So yeah, and obviously we're organising a social for the night before as well. So news about that will be going out soon, because I know there's some people staying in Bristol the night before.
Yep.
There's also, I think, an Umbraco roundtable event going on. So yeah, lots going on, and lots of stuff that we'll be sharing with you soon in terms of the programme and some more news. So yeah, definitely get your ticket. There are tickets left, and yeah, it's going to be a great day.
I know we say this a lot, but as all organisers, we can really appreciate. Whilst I understand it might be difficult to convince your boss to get you to go, and you get the sign off on like 2 days before the conference. It's so painful to deal with that as an organizer. It's so much better if you can get the ticket bought earlier, so we can order the right merch and the right amount of food and everything. So yeah, just buy your ticket as soon as you can. It will be great.
And I want to use this space to have a final call to action for speakers as well. It's less than a month till the presentations.
Yeah, so start preparing.
I will use this video for myself as well to just dedicate more time to that. It's less than a month, and
don't forget as well, February is not a real month. It's
exactly.
like a mini month. It's actually a lot less than a month.
And having this positive information.
Yeah.
We can move towards the end. Cool. Thanks, Catherine, for joining us today.
Yeah.
We are definitely all looking forward to the second edition of the Spark conference.
Yeah.
And
you're both speaking, so
yeah, it will be an amazing. So yeah, have a great rest of the day and the weekend, and we will see everyone else